Hi, I'm Branddy. This is Hound Hollow, and today we're going to be looking at my oils and sprays. As you guys know, I have been getting Magickal boxes, starting with the Witch's Moon and SugarMuses, since last April or February. Well, it's actually Imbolc Apothecary, their wild medicine box. So I've gotten lots of boxes for quite some time, and as some of you who get one, maybe two boxes know, you kind of start building up a surplus, especially of things that you don't necessarily use very often. So for me, I think that the number one thing, as you can see from this box, is oils. And so there are some that I am keeping. There are some that I'm going to let go into better homes. And there are some that are not actually oils at all, but a different type of thing. But I felt like the most appropriate grouping was this grouping. So I just wanted you to see, like, I don't store it like this. I literally had these on shelves, some in the bathroom, some were actually in a box. Because I keep items that I resonate with in one area, and I keep items that I'm kind of thinking about or going to give away in a different area. So there is that, but just to kind of like begin and keep everything in one area, this is how I started. So I'm going to cut away and get a little bit organized, kind of like my K-Beauty inventory, kind of organize it by what I think of as type and function, and show you guys what I have. There's going to be a giveaway, so stay tuned through the end. Also, please join us with the conversation that I started on my Facebook page, also called Hound Dog Hollow, about like, how are you using your oils? Like, what are you using your ritual oils, your essential oils? What function and purpose do you put them in at your home? So that's the conversation. There's going to be a giveaway. We're going to examine all the goodies in this box right after I get a little bit more organized and let that dang dog out of the closet because he's driving me crazy with his squawking. One moment. Okay, so I've got a few categories based on form and function. I'm gonna warn you guys, the ones that I'm giving away are at the very end. So you can fast forward if you want to, but I mean, stay tuned. It's, I think, good information. So jojoba, I use it kind of as a carrier oil. These are kind of like my beauty or hygiene type oils. Tea tree oil. I love tea tree oil for medicinal. I put it on, God, everything from like poison oak to ringworm, fungus. You could put it in face masks. You could put it in bath salts. You could put it in whatever. I like tea tree oil a lot. My primary use is typically medicinal, but also for beauty type items. This is just Trader Joe's. Rosehip oil, I haven't used. As you guys know, I'm also inundated with K-Beauty products, but I've kept it. It's from Anita Apothecary. It's a mix of almond, jojoba, and rosehip. And I think it'd be nice to use at some point in the future, so I'm holding on to it for obviously a beauty application. This I had to pull out of my backpack. I take this with me everywhere. It is Anita Apothecary's all-natural hand sanitizer. It's not a ritual oil, but it smells amazing. It's just a really nice hand sanitizer that I keep in my backpack on my person. So definitely a favorite item here. Tells you the ingredients there. It smells amazing. Works very nice. I love it a lot. So those are kind of like a beauty application. I think I'll just, off camera here, I have these rollers. These are all rollers. And so just so you guys know, I'm getting these from typically from my witchy boxes. I think the jojoba and the tea tree I bought myself. That was from an Anita Apothecary, but all of these are from different witchy boxes, and they will say on the front like who is really doing these. Some people use them more than others. So I got one from I Am Alchemy, which is one of my favorites. Very, very beautiful jar. It's got crystals in it. It is like a jojoba, lavender, lemon, vanilla. It smells amazing, and Natalie's probably one of my favorite witches. I admire her greatly, and so I probably keep it just to have something of her around always. It comforts me. It's a good smell. Very nice. For all of these ritual ones, I use them for aromatherapy for myself. So pulse points in my wrist, behind my ears, on my throat, if it's something to like for this. So you can tell it's all grubby. It's because it's in my purse. It's my Northwest Remedies Mercury Retrograde Rescue Oil. Ears, hand, throat. For typing, speaking, and listening, so that I can always like keep myself in a good spot. And Mercury Retrograde, I'm going to put that back over here because I keep that in my backpack. I use it constantly. It is a lifesaver. I cannot recommend it enough, and I got it in the Magickal Earth box. So this one's a perfume. I don't use perfume very often, so these don't get used very much. Priestess is a very, let me just double check before I talk. Oh yeah, it's roses. It's roses. I love Anita Apothecary. She has some great magical items. But I cannot stand the smell of roses. So this is actually going to be a giveaway item. I'm going to put that over there. So Christy over at SugarMuses also likes these. This one's a very citrusy one. Now that I have them together, I'm going to compare this year's and last year's oil. Raven Ritual Oil, I don't know. I don't really work with the ravens very much. I do pay attention when I see them because I think it's called what? Arithromancy, where you count birds, and I do like to do that and write it in my journal, but I don't really work with ravens. The Cosmic Clarity I just got, and it's a very nice smell. I think I will keep this one. This one I just got in Awakening in a Box. I want to say it's like orange and clary sage. This one is a chakra balancing oil. Very cool looking. I'll probably keep this one for when I'm doing breathing or yoga. This one is Greening Earth, high quality oak moss herb oil and infusion. Let me smell this. Smells good. And I do like this company. I like their Mercury Retrograde oil. Am I getting, there we go. But also I don't think I'm going to be using that. And then as far as MidnightMuses, I've gotten a ritual oil in each of them. I believe this one's just lavender. And so I will definitely keep that because lavender's a favorite. Yep, lavender. Lavender's a favorite of mine. Let me smell this one compared to this one. So they're similar, but they smell different. So this one's a little bit sweeter. So they're citrusy, sun, solstice, ritual, del sol, ritual perfumes. And then this one, I'm pretty sure is roses. Let me smell it. Actually, it's not. It's not roses. It's like a perfume, but it's not roses. I mean, there's roses in there for sure, but I don't know what it is. I will have to like clear my nose with some coffee really quick before I go on to the next part. But stay tuned. There's at least 3 more categories left. Give me 1 second to let the dog out again. Okay, now that I've got my mom's spazzy dog in here with me so she's not scratching at the door, I can move on. So these are not oils, these are sprays. And while I have a large amount of sprays, these are actually one of the items that are most likely to get used pretty quickly because especially when my husband and I make the bed, we spray our sheets down. So lately we've been using the Magic Earth Rose Water. I know it's roses, and she's got these lovely little things in there, crystals. It's roses, but it's a very, very mild. I don't mind rose water, which is very mild, like a late smelling a garden rose smell, even lighter than that, as opposed to like rose oil, which is like, ugh, like a rose is just in my face. I don't like it. So, but I do like this. Let me see. There's a lot of sprays that I actually, so this is in my backpack. I take with me everywhere. It's Anita Apothecary Sacred Sage spray. This is a lifesaver. It clears your space just like sage. It smells amazing. Helps me get back, especially if I have a really difficult or heart-wrenching or just like a moment interaction with a patient or a psychic vampire. You know, sometimes you have those coworkers or those people in your life. This really, or even if I'm just being a negative Nancy, this really helps get me back in a place where I'm like, whoa, stop that. Words are magic. Get back in it, and I can reorganize myself. So I love that. I highly recommend that. This is a Yule spray. It's not very used because I got it at Yule. I got several of them at Yule, and I was trying to get through them, but I'm saving it for Yule because it smells amazing. Lavender water by Tamed Wild, of course, I will keep. I love lavender. Intention mist. I like this. I haven't used it yet, or I used it very little. Divination or purifying mist. Same principle, I think, as the sacred smudge. So I actually keep all those and I go through them. I've actually gifted one from Magical Earth to a friend, a Palo Santo one, which smells amazing. I wish I had the information, and I probably do have it because I keep all my inserts. I just don't have it on me now. I cannot recommend it enough. Divination, I use when I'm doing divination work. Spray the air before drawing. Harvest Moon, I use in the fall. It's very spicy. So, let me see here. This is also Magical Earth Clearing Spray. It's clearing away negative energy. So it's lavender, frankincense, rose. It doesn't smell like rose. It's a really good one. I like those energy clearing sprays. So, let's see. This one's a Spice Body Linen and Room Spray. I would probably use this in the fall because it smells like cinnamon apples to me. And let me just double check. This one is Night Bloom Apothecary Floral Water. Rose, hibiscus, and citrus. I would probably use this late summer on my bed. Maybe I'll start using that after the Magical Earth one. So, Come To Me spray. It smells nice. It's quite lovely. You know, it's Witch's Moon. It smells very musky and seductive. I don't need this. You might not know this, but I have to beat my husband away from me with a stick. He is super attracted to me, so I don't have to ever use this kind of thing. But it does smell nice. Glow of Ain. So I will say I am not, I don't work with Celtic deities or really very many deities at all. So I have not really used this ever. And Luna Rose Heart Opening Mist. I'm definitely interested in keeping and working with. I haven't smelled it yet. Let me smell. Ooh, it smells great. I'm definitely going to keep and use it with when I start getting back into, when I work on chakras and yoga practice. Definitely into that. Kiss of Venus. Same principle as Come To Me. Although I do have an aphrodisiac drops from that box from I Am Alchemy, and they do work, and I kind of like that because it's not like affecting the other person, it's affecting me, and it's a nice put you in the right mind frame for a date night. And then this one I just got in the Witch's Moon. It's Luna Aura Spray, and I definitely think I'll be working with this because La Luna is one of my favorite things, and it has like a scent that's really familiar to me from when I was first out on my own and able to buy witchy things, and I would go to Anita's Abatha's Herbery in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I would just peruse all of her oils, and I loved it there. It was my safe space to be a baby witch, and it brings back really delicious memories of just finding my people. These are basically for what I consider essential oils, which I also keep forever because you can always use them to make. I have Cunningham's incense potions and brews or something to that extent. But also all sorts of people have recipes. doTERRA has recipes. Sometimes Spirit de la Lune has recipes in their planner, to all sorts of recipes to make a blend for a ritual or for this, that, and the other. So I actually prefer, my number one preference is just plain essential oils. So I have patchouli, I have jasmine, I have eucalyptus, rosemary, bergamot I just got, and I love bergamot, orange, grapefruit, cedarwood I absolutely love so much, so much, so much, so much. It's a favorite. Lavender I have 2. This one was actually this one goes with the beauty products because that's what I typically use. This particular one I know because my dog chewed the top of it. Lemon I also like for baths, but this is another tea tree oil, fir needle, and mugwort. So these are really nice for just having something to work and create with. There's a whole nother section, so hold on with me really quick. Okay, this little section here are oddly shaped bottles, which I just like because they're oddly shaped. This Flower Moon Ritual Oil, I really love the bottle. It's from SugarMuses. This Winter Equinox Oil, I love the smell. It's by Tame Wild. This Hathor Ritual Oil, I don't work with Egyptian deities. And I've never used it. It looks a little rough, but it kind of leaked when it was shipped to me. So I think, let me see. It's got a nice scent. Chamomile, I believe. Persephone. This is typical Anita Apothecary. These are how her oils are. Just a couple little pomegranate seeds. Intensely Magical, beautiful company. I would check them out if you haven't already. Forest Dreams, which is for dreaming, and I've been meaning to get to that. This one looks a little rough. It's Abundance Oil by Sacred Iseum, and oh boy, it works. It works. I don't use it often because I know that I'm blessed, but I did use it once this year, and it worked amazingly well. Ooh, I keep it in this bag that it came in with all these herbs, but it is really sticky, and now it is stuck, and I don't have very good strength in my left arm right at the moment. I'm having a hard time grasping with it. Okay, there we go. So it's got a bay leaf. It came with, ooh, it's got a piece of money. It came with how to make this oil. When I opened it, it was my first unboxing for them. Sacred Iseum, I want to say November. So you can check that out. The recipe will be in that video if you're interested in that. It did work very, very well for me. I have here my large ritual oils from my boxes. So this one's Goddess Ritual Oil. Very pretty. It's got a very floral smell. From SugarMuses. Flora Ritual Oil. It's floral but also musky. And it's got like a jasmine bud maybe in there. This one's Witch's Brew. I've held on to this forever because I was just absolutely charmed by the name. But frankly, everything that I make or you make is a witch's brew if you identify that way. It's very spicy, very nice smell. This one's the Fae. I actually do not work with the Fae. I will be leaving an offering to the Fae on my property, but I don't work with them in that way. This is by Witch's Moon. Spirit by Witch's Moon. This came with my spearmint box, and it does smell delicious. Athena. Actually, let me hold off on Spirit and Witch's Brew. Athena has these beautiful bay and olive leaves. Slumber is really nice. Solar, I think it says sight. Ooh, that's a very intensely citrusy smell. This one's Freya by SugarMuses. It's got flowers. Ooh, God, that one's on there tight. Ouch. It smells good. Siren Ritual Oil. Yeah, it smells nice. Ooh! Imbolc Ritual Oil. So, I have always said this is a beautiful bottle, by the way. I have always said this name, Hecate. I think I'm wrong. I've heard people say Hecate. I don't know how to say it. I like to say Hecate, but I don't know if that's correct. And I'm really, really drawn to it, but I haven't worked with that, that deity before. And then this is a protection blend that I keep just in case. Last but not least is all these little bottles. So Starry Wisdom from Witch's Moon, and I do use it a lot, especially like with my upcoming magical syllabus. It's going to be part of my work with that a lot. And Banish. I'm very intrigued by this. I have never actually banished anything. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll have to think about it. I have always said Thoth for this, but I think Robin was telling me that it's actually Thoth, like oath. I have used this when I'm working on my homework, and it does help. The Moon by Witch's Moon. Let me smell you. I'll think about it. Purification oil from Tamed Wild Apothecary, I absolutely love. The Bliss oil, this is from Witch's Moon. This is like the third eye or the all-seeing eye. I do use this when I'm doing divination, and I put it on my third eye, and it seems to open me up. Seeker, it's from the Witch's Moon. Ostara oil from SugarMuses. Aphrodite oil, Witch's Moon. These are all so full of just beautiful wonderfulness. Queen of Wands, Witch's Moon. Yemaya, Sea Goddess, Witch's Moon. Heart of Gaia, Witch's Moon. Tree Guardian, Witch's Moon. And Rene Nutit, which I think is another name for Hathor, and that's the Witch's Moon. So give me one moment, please. This is kind of a long video. Hold on. Okay, so here's where we stand. I have this box here that I'm keeping. So I'm still keeping like 50 items. But I have these that I'm going to give away. So here is where this comes down to some thought-provoking stuff. So I have been asked in the past, oh, will you sell the extra items? And I don't think that it is just or right for me to sell items that other witches have made and put their heart, soul, and magic into without permission. But I do feel like, as a witchcraft community, that it is very traditional and right and good for witches who have something that maybe doesn't resonate with them to pass it forward to another witch who it would be most useful for. For example, you know, a tarot deck or a magical item, or in this case, magical oils, liquid. So I think that giving it away is okay. I'd like to give some of these here away, and I will give you a really quick list in the description of which ones they are. But it will probably be a first come first served thing, and there's going to be some very specific rules, and it'll be really interesting to see who like stakes through and pays attention to the whole thing that I'm saying. So on my Facebook page, I put a question saying, how do you guys use your oils? I want you to comment and participate in that post. Like, comment, and subscribe me, as always. That's just a thing. And so that's 2 things you have to do, or wait, 4 things you have to do. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Engage with my Facebook posts about how you intend to use ritual oils or how you use them in your practice. There's some good information there, so totally check it out. And, you know, show my Instagram posts and my Facebook posts about this video some love. If you do all those items and tell me which oil, like top 3 that you prefer, I will send you a private message and get it to you. So that easy, especially for my friend subscribers, you know, I think of you as friends, who are constantly posting and responding and paying attention to what I'm doing. Anyway, it'll be very easy for you guys. And I want to be doing this as a series, to be working on other magical surpluses that I have, including like candles. I'd like to share my collection of other things and maybe not do such a big giveaway for those items, such as my herb collection, my magical edibles I'm actually getting quite a bit of, and just crystals, decks, etc., etc., etc. So you know how to enter, and really quickly I'm going to show you the items. And thank you so much for sticking through this whole long video. I really am interested in your feedback. So these are all things that are coming, and of course the magical syllabus I'm working on. There's tons of content coming, because I have a small summer break and I wanted to start these series. So thank you so much for sticking through. This is a very long video. I love you guys. I'm just really quickly gonna name these and show these and end the video, and I can't wait to hear your responses. Kiss of Venus spray by I Am Alchemy. Glow of Ain spray, Witch's Moon. Come to Me spray, Come to Me spray, Witch's Moon. Witch's Brew, SugarMuses, it's oil. Goddess ritual oil, SugarMuses. Flora ritual oil, SugarMuses. Athena ritual oil, Witch's Moon. Faye ritual oil, Witch's Moon. Ostara oil, SugarMuses. Aphrodite, Witch's Moon. SugarMuses Freya. SugarMuses Siren. SugarMuses Imbolc. Oh, this one's Witch's Moon Bliss. Witch's Moon Renuted, which is supposed to be Hathor. Tree Guardian by Witch's Moon. Heart of Gaia by Witch's Moon. Yemaya by Witch's Moon. Queen of Wands by Witch's Moon. Seeker by Witch's Moon, Del Sol Perfume Oil by SugarMuses, Midnight Muse Solstice Ritual Oil Perfume by SugarMuses, Priestess Perfume Oil by Anita Apothecary, Raven Spiritual Oil by SugarMuses, Northwest Remedies Greening Earth Oil, Roller Ritual Oil, Flower Moon by SugarMuses, Hathor by SugarMuses, and Persephone by Anita Apothecary. Amazing brands. They're totally amazing oils. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just, I'm never, as you can see from my box, the ones that I am intending on using are so numerous that I'm never going to get around these ones that I'm iffy about. And I would love for somebody to put them to use. So I really look forward to you guys doing it. It's first come, first serve, but I am going to be really picky about you accurately completing the steps. And I'm going to leave this open for a whole week. So stay tuned for that. Also, Jess Kelly never responded to me. So I'm going to pick another winner for my Tamed Wild box. And basically every 24 hours until somebody announces it or contacts me, I'm going to do that. So tomorrow morning, first thing, I will pick a different winner. And they have until that whole day. The next day I'll pick another winner for the Tamed Wild box. As long as the Tamed Wild giveaway is open, it will be up there. And then once that giveaway is over, this will come up. And that will stay up until I've given away 10 of these items. I think that's it. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.